Alright, so it's time to get some bondo going here. It's all ready to go. I reground a couple little areas that would have needed a little extra filler. It's going to need a lot in this frame anyways, but now you can get a better look at like the 5th trans mount I put on and some of the little stuff. But I'm going to be using this USC WG55 for the filler, and I still haven't cleaned up from the last video. It's a little later in the night now, but I'm just going to put one quick coat on it tonight just to fill some of the areas, and then tomorrow I'll start the actual sanding and really start sculpting it into what we want. So before I do it, I'm going to just prep everything, give it a quick wipe down with acetone, and then we'll get started. Alright, so I decided not to film all the bondo stuff because it'd just be 50 hours of me sanding and recoating and resanding. So I'm on day 2 right now, starting to get a rough shape. See the neck, how it'll flow in. Back of the tank there is all molded in. Started getting a shape for the front legs. I gotta fix a couple little spots in here, but we're still in the shaping section of this. So yeah, I'm gonna keep going and give you another update pretty soon here, maybe in a couple more hours once I get a final shape to everything. The goal today is to finish just the neck and the tank flow. So the entire bottom of the tank, top of the tank, and the neck. And then hopefully tomorrow I can do the front legs and get those finished up. But it's hard because I'm trying to do my normal work and do this at the same time. So I'm going to have about a week or 2 of cleanup after this. So alright, next update's coming soon. So this is as close as I can get to the bondo. I took off for a couple days and went and did some exploring, and came back. I think this is my 3rd full day on the bondo, and it's really close on the tank. The neck's just about done. The problem is I have a bunch of work coming in right now, and I do not have time to keep doing this, and it's such a mess. I can't do any of the motors I need to do or anything. So what I'm going to do is I got the rough shape together for it. You can see the front legs. It's really close. But what I'm going to do is send it over to my buddy, and I'm going to have him finish it for me because I need to get to work or I will lose customers. But this is where we got. Like I said, this is 3 days in on the bondo work, probably like 150 coats. But yeah, it's starting to take shape. You can see the flow of the bike. Yeah, so next time you see it, it will be when I get it back from my buddy. Hopefully he'll have it for a week or so, and I can do 2 of these motors I got sitting over there. Alright, so where this video cut off, I think I had all the bondo roughed in, and I finally got this back last week. I just haven't had time to mess with it now, but I'm getting low on time. Looks like this will just be my Born Free bike for this year, so it's got to go out to paint this week. The painter will probably have it for another month or so, but yeah, here it is. It's It's all floated. It's got one coat of primer. It's getting one more on it before it goes to paint, just to save him as much work as we can. Just having this different colored on the outside already makes the chrome pop in all the centers. See, the tank lines are super smooth. The front legs came out really good too. Alright, well, she's back, so I'm gonna just make it a quick roller again on the floor. Just want to make sure there's nothing weird that I missed, and I need to cut the exhaust pipes real quick too, and do one weld on the handlebars so I can make some cool pieces to go in the center. And I can do that when it gets back too, but I'm gonna just try to get as much as I can done right now, and then we'll see what we got. So there she is. It's as far as I'm going to assemble it. The front end flopped on me, so I put my two brake rotors to hold it. It's really sketchy doing it on the floor like this, but both my lifts right now have bikes on them, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Probably drop about 1.5 inches on the bottom of the frame too, once the motor and everything's in it and the springs compress all the way. The only thing I was going to change right here was this exhaust. My dad came over and slash cut them and said they look cool, but I don't think that's what I really want. So I'm going to cut that real quick. And I also need to, I put a mark on here already on the fender. You can see down there, but I'm going to double check it and then cut that whole section out. I mean, it's starting to come together now though. You can see what we're going to be working with. And we've been talking about some super crazy stuff for the paint on this. So it's going to be interesting. Just been playing with the exhaust shapes over here. I was gonna go with a little spike in the middle, like let's see if we'll stay focused, like that. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't know. I don't have time to fool with it though, because I gotta go drop the frame off again right now. I put a line under it where it's straight. I'll probably cut that and just get two little, or maybe I'll just machine down some little aluminum pieces to go on the top. Just a little rib, something or another. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it with that. I'm gonna cut the rear fender real quick, and get it all the way apart and send it on its way. Alright, so fenders cut out. Pipes are wasted some of my time on those, but I'll make my little aluminum spacers for them, and just for the top, and that'll look pretty good. I like the idea of that a lot better for this bike. Yeah, so I'm gonna go drop this off at my buddy's house right now. It's getting one more coat of primer, and a couple little shadow lines have to get fixed on the tank, and then it's going straight to the painter. So hopefully it's not more than a month, but it's hard to tell because paint's usually a super slow process. But yeah, it'll be ready for Born Free, and yeah, we'll see it when it gets back.